better? Can you see him better? Just a side note, added some companions to probably take your eyes off of me, because who cares? Those two though, it's Rick and Michonne. I don't know if you can... Rick is pretty large and in charge. Michonne, not so much. This video is not about a random poster. It's about my season 5 predictions for The Walking Dead. What else would this be about? I think will probably, maybe possibly happen. I'm not a psychic. I cannot see the future, so I don't know if they will really happen. So here we go. Number 1, I noticed this when I went back and watched the trailer again. I rewatched it probably 15 to 20 times. And if you guys remember the character Sam from season 4 that Rick and Carol come upon in that house when they go on the supply run together, and then Rick leaves Carol behind, all that. Those two people that they ran into on that supply run, the blonde-headed guy in the black tank top, that's Sam. I saw him in the trailer. I will put a screenshot of it somehow. It's him though, and I will also give a reference picture. Totally him. It looks like him. He's even wearing the same outfit. Now, what Sam is doing at Terminus, bound and tied up with the group, you know, I've been thinking, is he one of the people that were in another one of the train cars? Did he bust up into Terminus 2? How did this dude get in this situation with them? So I don't know how he ended up with them in that room, but he's there. Why? I guess we'll have to, I don't know. I mean, there's tons of things I could say as a prediction, but I mean, either he was already there in one of the train cars, or he's somehow gotten into Terminus 2, and you know, why they would make the connection, I don't know. How they would, I have no idea. So I feel like he may kind of have a part in all this, with not maybe the whole season, but with the Terminus situation. I feel like he'll have a part in it somehow. The next thing is Father Gabriel. I called it when Beth first got kidnapped and I saw that blacked out car with the cross on the back. I knew, as someone who reads the comics, that was Father Gabriel way back then when it happened. And then what do we hear at the panel? They've confirmed Father Gabriel is going to be on the show this season. I feel like I just know that he's the one that took Beth. Father Gabriel took Beth. There's no other explanation. Why he took her to the place he did, I feel like he was a transporter that took her from the house that he kidnapped her from to those crazy people that she's with now. I think that, you know, that was how that went down. I was gonna make a separate video about the death predictions for this season, but I just thought I might as well throw it all in together, because, you know, kill two birds with one stone kind of a thing. One person I feel like is going to die this season, and I hate to say this and I don't want it to happen, is Glenn. I feel like Glenn is going to die. I feel like he's gonna go this season. I don't know how he's gonna go. There was that one shot in the trailer with that dude standing behind him with that thing raised up behind his head, and like Glenn was flinching. In the comics, and spoiler here, but I feel like if you haven't, you know, taken a look at the comics at this point, you're not going to. In the comics, Negan is the one who kills Glenn, and he picks him out at random. He plays eeny, meeny, miny, moe with the group when they're all lined up and just beats Glenn to death with his bat. That's how Glenn dies in the comics. How Glenn's gonna die in the show, is it gonna be similar to that? I feel like he's gonna go, and it sucks. Because I feel like Glenn's really like coming into his own now. Like, he's at his prime, and I feel like they always kill him off when they're at their prime. Like, and then there's this whole debate over the Daryl thing, whether or not Daryl's gonna die this season. I'm kind of 50-50 on that. I feel like, you know what, yeah, he might could die, and then I feel like, but I don't think so. I don't feel more towards one direction than the other. I'm just like, okay, now there's a vacuum cleaner going. Okay, other than Daryl and Glenn as possible deaths, I think we're gonna lose a few people a couple, maybe a few, 3, 4, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna lose some people from the group, as in Rick's group, you know, Sasha, Bob, some people like that. I feel like they're gonna get knocked out this season by something. Okay, Beth's whereabouts. I have no clue. I have been searching and searching through all the comics that have been put out. I've been searching through them and searching through them, and I have not found anything similar to what, you know, where she is. I have found nothing. So if you have some you know, theories about where Beth is, I would love to hear them, because I'm so clueless. I have no idea where she's at. I literally have no input on the whole Beth situation. I tried my best and hardest to figure out maybe where she is and what's going on with her, but I have no clue. Help me out. If you know where she could possibly be, if you've got some theories. Next thing I want to talk about is, are the Terminus people the cannibals? Tons of clues that would point towards that, you know, conclusion. Like rib cages that were laying out in that caged lot when they were running by. At the same time, like, but wait a minute, you know, I feel like, I just don't know. They're really creepy people, but I'm not 100% that they're the cannibals. I mean, every single thing that, you know, has come about of them screams cannibals. Kirkman and a bunch of people are like, we ain't saying, we ain't saying, we ain't saying they are, we ain't saying they ain't. And I'm just like, okay, well, thanks. That helps me a lot. I'm not 100% sure though. I mean, I'm leaning more towards yes, but there's some really twisted people on this show. We saw that in the season finale with the creepy rapist, and Joe's whole group were just creepy in general. But I think at this point, for how long this has been going on, people have just lost it. Humanity is gone. Like, everybody's creepy. Rick's group is creepy if you really think about it. They're pretty creepy too. Gareth, the main leader of the Terminus group, really creeps me out. He's adorable, but he's creepy. He's cute but creepy. It's like everybody on this show. Adorable, but they freak me out. That the Terminus people are the cannibals. I mean, I feel like they are, but at the same time, you just don't know with this show. Like, they make you think one thing and then they turn around and it's totally not what you thought it was. You know, when I was watching it through and was watching, you know, the whole Woodbury governor situation, that was before I'd read the comics and known anything about that stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, nice place. And then it ended with Herschel getting decapitated. Like, that's clearly not what I thought was gonna happen. So I'm not 100% sure that they're the cannibals. Like, I'm like 85% sure, but then there's like that 15% that I'm just like, man, I don't know. I'm guessing, but I don't know. So yeah, that's my predictions. I hope that this was somewhat entertaining. Just a girl sitting here screaming at a camera because I have to scream, or else you wouldn't be able to hear me over this racket. I live in the South. We are not quiet people. You know, that's all I got. You are welcome to leave any commentary you might have about this mess. You know, full right as a citizen, or wherever you live, to leave a comment about anything you want. I would like it to pertain to the show. If not, that's fine. I'm not gonna get mad at you over it. If you would like to leave video suggestions for me as well, that would also be great. Creative person, but even I sometimes struggle with that, so video suggestions would also be great. Comment section, just go crazy in it. I want to hear stuff and things. Until next time, Officer Friendly is over and out. Goodbye.